Hi, everyone. Sheila again with Sheila and Co. at Samson Properties. Today for TGIF Tidbits, we are going into our final part 3 with Matt Landsberg of CLA Title. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy.
And that carries a lot of risk. Obviously I have vested interest in telling you that, title insurance is great, but I legitimately do think that's important. I have title insurance for my own house that I bought. And even after doing the search and all that, and it's a worthy investment. And I see it as that and a sort of protection mechanism. So, the title insurance is definitely a big deal. And, if you have to pay $1,000 or $2,000 for title insurance to protect what in our area is easily a $500,000 property, I consider that relatively inexpensive, considering the asset that it's protecting.
Sure. All right. And then let's go over, I know we've only got a few more minutes left, but can we go over title fees?
Sure.
What do title fees involved? And are there any fees that the buyer has to pay attention to outside of your title fees that on the settlement sheet? Is there anything else on there that they should pay attention to?
Well, I think all the fees are important, and every consumer should go through and really understand what the fees are. We work to send out the settlement statement well in advance of settlement to give everybody a chance to look it over. And needless to say, if somebody does have a question or is unsure about something, we're there prior to settlement if somebody wants to ask and clarify. And then, of course, that's also the job of the title company at settlement, is to go through line by line to make sure everybody knows what it is they're signing and the specifics of those documents and those expenses. Are there any particular ones? I think the ones that have the risk of the highest mistake on a settlement statement are probably going to be your prorations between seller and buyer, just because a lot of title companies work in multiple counties and in multiple states where the prorations may be different based on when taxes were paid and when certain things happen. So that is certainly something to pay attention to. I think most of the items there are important, but I don't think that there's any one item that one should pay more attention to over another. It's all pretty well checked out beforehand.
Right. Okay. And then finally, one last thing. What separates you from other title companies? I could start by saying you guys definitely take great care of my clients that are relocating from out of state. I think you're one of very few title companies that actually cater to remote closings, and not just mailing the documents, but actually having like a notary of some sort meet the client and go over the documents with them. I know some title companies, if you want to do remote closing, they'll literally just mail you the documents and, hopefully send them back correctly. Because I've had it where a title company sent all the documents to my client, who's a first-time home buyer, and he printed them double-sided, signed everything, and then they got the paperwork back and they're like, oh no, you have to do it all over again because we can't have it double-sided, and delayed closing, gosh, for I don't know how many days. But yeah, so that's definitely a unique feature you guys have. But what outside of that, what separates you? What makes you unique from other title companies?
I think it starts with the culture of the company and the culture of the people within the company. That it's, we have the mantra of world-class service. And so we really work very hard to give great attention to our clients. And so we cap the number of transactions that each one of our processors has, so to make sure that they're very available from the standpoint of quick communication, and that you can, if you need something, they're there for you. We've got a great legal team that's always accessible, including, our cell phone numbers are on our website, so we can be tracked down pretty much anytime, anywhere, should somebody need something. Aside from, the remote settlements, and we can do remote online notarization for sellers and buyers in certain situations. We're doing all the things technologically to make it easy for the consumer so that they can get money to us easier, so they can close easier, and that their hands held all the way through, especially for the new home buyers, to make it simple.
Cool. All right. Any last tidbits that you'd like to add on before we leave?
If you're selling a property, get it out, list it soon. Don't wait anymore.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it.
Okay, likewise. Take care, Sheila.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.